HIV is not a crime, or it shouldn't be.
We are well past the days of concern over a hug, a scraped knee, or a sneeze.
Thanks to scientific advancements, stigma prevention work, and activists like Elizabeth Taylor.
People living with HIV can do and live fully healthy lives
without risk or fear of transmitting the virus to others.
But a different fear remains.
The fear of prosecution simply for living with HIV.
In 30 states, Americans are being imprisoned due to their HIV status.
Even when there is zero risk of transmission.
And when HIV is undetectable, it's untransmissible.
It's time for the laws to catch up to science.
HIV is not a death sentence nor a deadly weapon.
And it shouldn't be a crime either.
Join the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation in the fight to modernize outdated HIV criminalization laws. Go to etaf.org. HIV is not a crime. Campaign funded through the support of Gilead Sciences Incorporated.
99X, it's the Morning X. Barnes and Leslie. Fram, I've got someone you should know and everyone should know. I always like talking to a Guinness World Record holder.
Oh, yeah.
And I would like to introduce you to Zach Swope. Zach just beat a record and is still continuing, adding on, pouring it on top to make the record even harder for someone else to break, and that is seeing the most movies in a theater in a single year. Hey, wow. Zach, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
You want to catch a movie later?
Yeah, I'm actually going to go here after work today, so.
Yeah, you catch it with him.
Yeah, so you broke the record recently, right? Last week?
Yes, on Thursday.
And how many movies is that?
That was 716 movies.
Wow.
In a year. But it's less than a year, right?
Well, my year started on July 5th of 2022. So I have until July 5th of this year.
Oh, okay.
What was the movie that put you over the top? Was it a planned thing? Like you're like, when I get to the record, I'm going to watch blank, and you did it? What was it?
About like a month ago, I thought it would be cool to break the record with Across the Spider-Verse. Oh. So since I'm a Spider-Man fan, so that's what I did.
So how many movies do you see in a day?
How many I see in a day isn't really consistent. I go really more by how I go in a week. I watch 17 movies a week. Because sometimes I take a day off. I guess you can say mentally recharge, but I watch at least 17 movies a week.
Do you really watch them, or do you just go in there and take a nap? I mean, you're really watching?
Yes, I am really watching them. And I actually have people that monitor to make sure that I am actually watching these. They're witnesses. So,
wait, why don't they break the record? If they're
not watching, but they're
not watching. They're just monitoring.
Yeah, they're not watching the movie, and they're not there the whole time. They sporadically just check up on me. So, and then they fill out the paperwork, which is notarized.
To break the record, do you specifically have to go into a theater? I mean, couldn't you just stay home and stream some stuff on Netflix?
That is actually a different record. Watching movies in general in a year.
Yeah, that's easy, Fram.
That's a much higher number.
Yeah, that's a lazy man's record. Where this is the real deal. Guinness Book of Records.
This is the real deal.
What motivated you to even want to hold this record? Were you just one day you thought, you know what, I'm going to look in the book and see what I can beat?
Yeah, that's basically it. I saw some guy watch Spider-Man No Way Home 292 times. So it's like, maybe I can do something along that since I love movies so much. And then over time, it became about me trying to raise money for charity in the process. So I kind of made having to do something else with it. So I've been raising money for the AFSP.
Oh, okay. Good.
That's wonderful. So we're talking to Zach Swope. He has made the Guinness Book of World Records for seeing 716 movies so far, and he's got a month to go. Well, I mean, Barnes and I have to ask, what's the best movie that you've watched and then the worst movie?
So, my favorite movie since I started was Across the Spider-Verse, and then, which was the one I broke it with. And then I think the worst movie will probably have to be this movie called The Devil Conspiracy. That came out back in January. It's a movie I'd rather forget.
Well, you obviously there aren't that many movies that come out in a year. Are you just prioritizing which ones you're going to watch multiple times?
I do. I try to go for movies less than 2 hours or less. So I could fit more movies in a day sometimes.
I'm assuming you have the pass that you can just, what is it, that Regal Unlimited? Do you have that?
I do. I've been actually in contact with Regal about that. They've been very supportive.
I bet.
So,
I bet.
Yeah.
Do you sit in the same seat every time when you go in the theater? Like, do you have like your spot?
No, I really don't. It just really depends on my mood. I sometimes like to mix it up, you know. I was kind of making a game out of it where I was trying to sit in every seat in the theater.
Keep it fresh.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. That's slow going. But it's just a lot of seats.
Hey, do you have like a favorite movie snack? Because I cannot watch a movie in a theater without popcorn.
So I'm actually not allowed to eat or drink during the movie for this Guinness World Record attempt.
Whoa.
It's considered multitasking.
Wow.
So I always eat before or after the movie. But I mean, if I really had to choose a theater snack, I would probably say pizza or nachos.
Hold on, you can't even have a big fat, those multi-gallon Diet Cokes right there to keep you juiced a little bit? You have to just go au natural?
Correct.
Dude.
That's a weird rule.
That is a how's that you can watch a movie and sip your straw. I mean, that's just really strange. Yeah. All right, so how high can you run this number? Because you're running out of time. It's going to end, in a month or so.
So I'm actually planning on watching 777 movies.
Oh, you're just going to stop?
Yeah, so I mean, that's actually hits me right like 2 or 3 days before I'm supposed to be done anyways. So that's plus my work schedule and everything. I have everything planned out to be done at least July 3rd at the latest.
Oh,
so that's 2 days before the July 5th deadline.
So how are you going to celebrate once you do this?
I'm actually haven't really thought about it. I've just taken things as they come along. I'm doing this while juggling a full-time job. So,
wow, that's a lot.
What does that unlimited Regal Pass cost to go to as many movies as you want?
I spend $22 a month.
That's
and if I see $22 a month.
Cheap.
Plus then and if I see a 3D, but if I go to a premium format like a 3D movie, it's like an extra $3.50 per movie. But I don't really do many 3D movies because I wear glasses. So
yeah, that makes it tough. Here's a stupid question. Are you married?
I am single.
Okay, I can see because if you have a full-time job and you're seeing 700 plus movies a year, not a lot of time for love.
No, I do have a social life though. I do juggle a bit of a social life. I have friends that do go to the movies with me.
Oh, that's good. Well, listen, before we let you go, are you planning on breaking any other records?
At this time, no. I thought about it, but
he's done.
Yeah, take a break, bro. Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to take a break. Yeah.
All right. Congratulations, Zach Swope. He is the new Guinness World Record holder for the most movies in a single year. He broke it at 716, but he's shooting for 777, right? So that's the number?
Yes, that is the number.
All right, dude. Good luck on your journey. Stay awake.
Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, man. Congrats. We'll see you.
See ya.
The Morning X with Barnes and Leslie. 99X.
In honor of all those we've lost to cancer and those still fighting and thriving, like basketball analyst and cancer champion Dick Vitale.
I want to beat cancer. I'm going to beat it. That's no doubt in my mind. I'm going to win this battle.
Defeating cancer will take all of us. Join our team to help fund game-changing research that saves lives. At the V Foundation, V is for victory over cancer. V is for victory over the odds. V is for victory over health disparities, victory over setbacks, victory over the unknown. V is for victory over giving up.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Join the V Foundation team and help save lives.
Cancer can take away all my physical abilities. It cannot touch my mind, it cannot touch my heart, and it cannot touch my soul.
Join our team in the fight against cancer at V.org.